It has been a long time, at least. Again, one Collins avionics unit. So we have here the Collins 51Y-7 ADF receiver. So ADF is automatic direction finder. This unit is not a rare one. You can find a lot of them on eBay at very random prices, but they are almost all located in US and the shipping is quite expensive for me. But here I believe I found the cheapest one available on the web. It was domestic shipping and it was cheap because two reasons. It is missing a little module inside, so it is not complete, not working obviously, and it looks like it has some fire damage. There was no fire inside, but it was near a fire, and one indication here is this plastic window over this indicator, which is melted. I will see if I can do something to replace it with a piece of plexiglass or something. I am not sure yet if I will keep this unit or if I will tear it for parts. It will depend on the exact internal condition and if it is how interesting it is inside. So we are missing here the serial number plate. It was normally attached here. We have a modification plate with quite a lot of them. Okay, your regular handle here, regular Collins red stripe, and on the back side, regular dual connection system. This one is for the aircraft use and this one is for more for diagnostics, I believe. Okay, so let's check out what we have. So it is a modular unit. I believe I will take the opportunity of a video to remove all the modules. It will allow to have a better idea of the condition and allow better cleaning maybe. So as you can see on this shielding here, quite sad condition with shielding. Also the case here still quite dirty inside and a little bit bent. If I keep the unit, I might redo the paint, but obviously not today because it is raining like crazy. So we have on this side front unit with a mechanical assembly with synchro resolvers and things. Little circuit boards here, synthesizer box. How it is written at the top, in fact. ADF amplifier, power supply, other side, muting, buffer. Here it looks like we have some beautiful gold ceramic IC, detector with this little extra box here, and tuner. And here servo amplifier, servo connection, and it is all. So as you can see, this side is the same condition for the shielding. Quite weird. It is, I believe, normally silver coated, so it can become black. I have seen photos of similar units on eBay opened, and yes, the shielding becomes black, but not in this condition. Looks like we have remains of a lot of stickers here also. Two more connection plugs, test plugs here. By the way, I will link in the video description a PDF with information about this series of units. The photos in the PDF is not exactly the same hardware, but it is a replacement, the same device with another revision. Okay, you will not hear something quite unusual. I was not expecting this. The nuts for this plug are blind nuts. Not sure why. Interesting. Okay. Now I will start pulling the modules, and I believe we will have a look at each of them at the same time. Can I do in this way maybe? No, it is too wide for my bench. So we'll start with this power supply. Excuse me. The best I can do is this, because I have my blanking monitor at the back, and actually I cannot push the device any further. So sorry for the sideways thing. Maybe. Well, okay. It barely fits. Good. So all those units are mounted to a big motherboard in the middle with pins. You can see they are going here in this blue connector, for instance, and it looks like everything can be pulled. So we will look after I empty the frame at what remains mounted on the frame. I am not sure yet what will remain mounted. So we have cover here to the power supply, like this, pretty straightforward. Here, Torrida transformer, 2 power transistors apparently, a bunch of bridge rectifier diodes, bunch of capacitors, coils by the famous Torotel brand. I have this brand in other devices. And all the power supply is mounted in shielding like this, but I believe it should come off. Actually it is still attached on this side, so this unit will come with it. And captive screws, it looks like. Okay, as expected, look at this. It is just perfect. We have little pieces of folded metal here around the screws that are acting for the retaining of the screws, it looks like. Interesting. So, backside, this metal here is dirty, some soot apparently. I will try to clean the best I can before I reassemble it. Okay. Did I miss anything? Gold transistor here, but rusty. Okay. QN3055, dead code 1979. A lot of part numbers here in Teflon insulated standoffs. Okay, so we'll need some further cleaning. I believe I put this aside with its cover. It will be easier to have all the parts at the same spot. Okay, we already see the main motherboard with quite good pins here. So this one called, it is the ADF amplifier, apparently coax connection here, coax signal input, a crystal filter here or something. Here it is a brand I have already in other equipment, but I believe it was a British brand. So here the screws are fitted with these sleeves for some reason. it will press. In fact, yes, I understand. You have the thread here, and when you will tighten the screw, it will press downwards the board to secure the connector. Anti-tampering sticker here, and we are good. It should come off. Maybe a little bit of help, like such. Okay, so the ADF amplifier, a bunch of op amps, or maybe here a dual transistor in a single case. Backside, and yes, we have a little coax connector like this, conformal coating, a bunch of stamps. So it is some kind of digitally controlled radio receiver. Apparently, I do not have a matching control box, sadly. So now this unit here, it is where we are missing a board. Not sure what I will do with those shieldings if I keep the unit. Repaint them maybe. Given their condition anyways. Quite sad, but it allowed me to get this unit super cheap. So okay, so the inside is not a lot better, as you can see. Same system on the screws here. We have here the missing unit, which is the voltage control oscillator, model A8A1, if someone has this board. But we were given at least some screws, and even a coax connector, so the screws to this board, because it is not secured anymore in place here, and coax connector probably for this one here. Okay, so here we have a number of ICs. It is the variable divider. Okay, RCA everywhere, as you can see. Quite nice. Here the remains of the connection to the missing board. A non-black box here. All the ICs are socketed in this unit, it seems, which is really good, because in the case I decide to scrap it, I will be able to retrieve all the ICs. So it's coming off, yes. So I believe I will be able to reinstall the screws and then reinstall this module. The screws are only for securing the board in here, like such. Okay, another broken connection here, going to this wire here. Yes, maybe it is something I will repair when reassembling the device, at least. It will be one thing repaired. Okay, so this unit is coming off. Let me get rid of it on the side. Okay. So more proof of it here, as you can see, but I do not really see any real damage in the electronics so far. Let's undo the modules on the other side, and then we will deal with the stuff at the front. We will start here with this one with the golden IC. So here you can see that it provides isolation material over the IC, PCB I mean, and over the ICs at the same time. Okay, like such, quite dirty this thing, and it is revealing this beautiful. Yes, it is the buffer. Okay. Revision P. Wow. So these units here are, I believe, not IC, they must be resistor networks. But everything else is RCA, except for this one, beautiful gold ceramic here. And same thing, the module should lift off quite easily. Like such. So here extra long pins, maybe 2 centimeters, something like this. Other side, nothing. Okay. Needs definitely a little bit of cleaning also this board. Maybe I will use also magic sponge. So here, next unit, the detector. We have first this little box, which is not securing the board to the back, so I will open it real quick for you and reinstall it before I undo the module. So we have apparently in here, as written on the cover, transistors, op-amp, crystal oscillator, all this in the shielding, so it is a oscillator for the detector to adjust the exact frequency of the detector, something like this. Okay, I am not a radio system expert, so there is one interesting detail here why I reinsert this screws. Look at those two op-amps. They did cross the leads to fit them on the PCB, so they did use a little insulation sleeve. So not sure if they did mess up the pinout. And there also, all of them are dead bag mounted. For which reason? Reasons I see. Because if you solder the part directly to the board with a very short lead, mechanically it will be the same result. It will be very strong also. But debugging them like this, either it is for routing purposes because it was easier in some circumstances, or it is for allowing heat dissipation through the leads, and also providing at the same time test runs. Could be one reason to do it. Looks like yes, they are all like this. Quite fun. Okay, same system we had on the other side here. To secure this assembly. Really easy. Okay, here is what it looks like at the back. Interesting, you can see it is a multi-layer PCB, but on this side for some reason we have no tracks. And here also we are just vias, but the tracks are contained inside the PCB. Okay. Next, the tuner assembly, one of the bigger assemblies in here. just 4 screws here. It will be quite easy. Okay, cover is coming off. Wow! And here we have a completely different construction because obviously it is air mounted on Teflon standoffs. Wow! So these two parts here called T1 and T5, so transformers, in really an unusual shielded package. I believe it is the first time I see them and silver coated. Wow, quite impressive, really. Okay, let's try to put this device. So here we have a big, what is it? FL1, so filter 1 probably. Completely shielded with a glass pass-through and everything. 2 little adjustments here. Ah, look at this. Made in Barbados. Not something you can expect usually. I will research about electronics components factory in Barbados. It is not a big island, so it could be interesting. Oh, it is just a model number, but quite weird. Made in 79 also, so it is all 79 dead codes here. So this should come right off. I hope. We try to pry some way. Okay. Okay. So you really do not want to damage any of the pins when reinstalling the modules. Here is the back side of it. Sadly, not the greatest condition, but inside it looks good at least. A lot of resistors. The wires are mounted first and then they put the components over the wires, because yes, obviously you will more probably need to replace a component than a wire in case of component level repair. 2 weird little things here. Transformer apparently, signal transformer something. Here and here with little black cylinders. Okay. And you can see the connectors here, how they did mount them to the case. One more Barbados potentiometer here. Okay, nice. Okay, we are left with the pads in the front. 2 circuit boards apparently here on the other side, and this module here. Secured with screws on the front, it seems. I will first undo the circuit boards because it will free the area and it will be easier for me to see what is going on here. No captive screws this time. So even if I scrap the unit, in fact, I will keep all the hardware like this special imperial screws, because you never know when you will need them. I did not decide anything yet. I will see if I can clean and what I can do with this front window. Okay, little assembly here. It is not really servo, servo something. What do we have in here? op amp. Transistors with this one has 4 legs. Super tiny Allen Bradley style resistor, but they are really the tiniest I have ever seen, or probably here precision. Metal coated resistor, something like this, metal oxide capacitors. Okay, still the same connection system to the main board, and actually it is daisy chained with this plate here that will connect the unit on the front, it seems. Okay, going to this part here on the same connection. Quite interesting. Let me put this out of the way while I swap it to the other side. So I am not sure about this part here at all. Looks like it is part of this front thing. So let me first undo this module here. One screw, 2 screws. This one was tight. Okay, it should come off quite easily. As you can see how they did actually provide a cutout in here. Here we have a little sleeve around this screw and not on the other ones. How they did provide the cutout to allow clearance for the handle, because the handle is completely part of the front piece and you cannot take it off easily, so they did think to it. Really nice. Tiny relay here, and we are left with this unit, which is apparently secured here with 2 screws. I believe it will come off this way. Okay, let me unzoom a little bit for you. This side we have the connector, which is secured by this plate here. One more screw, put it here. Okay, same system of daisy cleaning connections, and here everything is out of the way. Good. Now I can undo the front screws. So quite sad for the damage on this unit, because it could have been a very nice collection unit. Well, I know it is not rare, so I can always try to find another one if I want one. Very beautiful, half old, half modern construction with this motherboard here. Okay, where are we going? It is moving around for sure. Oops. I have to be really careful with these connections. This screw at least is also in the way. Now maybe it will come off. Not sure about this board here. Okay. Okay. Wow, it is tedious. Okay, this part is a separate unit actually. Reassembling it will be really fun, believe me, because it was mounted here like that, yes, but the wire is going the other side and is connected the other side. Okay, so here we have two transistors, one black painted, one in good condition, one golden one, rusty, with this little assembly, one other one here. Quite everything here is quite poor, I have to say. So, and this unit is free. Okay, and the bad plastic part is actually mounted on the front like this. So it is just a disc of plastic with a black dot in the middle, two little, so I might be able to reproduce it with some maybe even with some plastic from a blister or something like this. I will not reinstall it, I will keep it like this, spared, and if I have time someday I will do something, prepare it and then install it in the unit, because anyways it is ugly, so, but not too bad. I was expecting something more complicated. Okay, before we have a look at here, it should be really quick because I don't think I can do much except doing covers here on the side. A quick look at the remains here. You can see the two connectors mounted to the frame like this with all the wires. I really hope I did not bend any of those pins. Little push button here, the handle. It is secured with a nut, you can see, but it looks like they did press the side of the nut to lock it in place with a special tool. On the main motherboard, mounted like so, with a bunch of screws. So this unit now, I guess, I could clean it with a brush and soapy water. What do you think? Should be not a too bad idea, because really it is in a dusty condition and there is nothing left to damage in here, so it is probably what I will do. I will put all the parts in a box and clean everything the best I can, and then I will see the result. Yes, okay, so we are left with this servo assembly made of one signature synchro transmitter, very dirty, rusty, and everything you want. Scott something synchro, it is a synchro transmitter, so it might be a synchro receiver here. And here we have one more unit which looks more like some kind of a galvanometer unit. So can I undo this cover without creating a big mess? It should allow to see all what we have inside. So maybe it is some kind of a galvanometer, and you will receive its position with synchros. What is it at the front? It goes between 0 and test. So it looks like this thing is supposed to turn and indicate a test condition. And there is an adjustment here you can access from the front at the same time. Okay. Okay. Not too bad, but not much to see. As you can see, just a bunch of gears interconnecting everything mechanically. I will swap the things here and reinstall them like such. It would be easier to reinstall the cover after. Okay, so this is turning in some way, receiving signal. So I guess this must be some kind of galvanometer unit, but it looks sealed for so why not? Now I know how it is made, so I will try to undo it. Maybe we have something written on the other side, we never know. 3 ball bearings here, one is already falling off. Okay, I will try to reinstall this part. Okay, not too bad. I was really expecting problems here. I already had big troubles by undoing such units. Everything falling out of alignment. But here it is really nice. Well, Collins is always very nicely made. So we have 3 small screws here that should allow to pull out the unit. And maybe reveal what it is. Wow, quite tedious construction here with 2 little washers with a cutout. It will be fun to install these things. Should come off. It is supposed to come off. Not even sure what I am doing here. It looks like I need to cut this zip ties. Give me 1 second. I will replace them. Anyways, this thing is not in the pristine condition, so I guess it is not a big deal if one zip tie is not original. I will just try not to cut the wires while doing so. Okay. Is it doing anything? Okay, some kind of rotor with brushes. Some kind of a motor actually. Rotor assembly and brushes going to it, as you can see, 4 of them. Okay, and now I am probably very annoyed to put it back together. Oh. Not too bad actually. Okay, but I will definitely clean this unit the best I can. Okay, so this will be a little bit of work, and as you can guess, cleaning all that stuff will be really fun, but it is really what is necessary to try to save it. I could maybe repaint those boxes in silver paint or something to have them looking a little bit less ugly, but with this stuff at the back it will not be easy. Well, I do not need to repaint the back, I will say just the front maybe. I do not know, really. But still nice surprises and a few nice integrated circuits. So it is always good. So thanks for watching, bye bye.